Hey guys, this is Freezer here with A-Spec Airsoft, and today I'll be bringing you a video review of the TSD XM8. This is a replica of the experimental assault rifle that was to be developed and used by the United States Army, but was later dropped. So let's open this up. When you open the box up, this is what it will look like. It contains A-Spec Airsoft warranty, 30 days, called number. A-Spec Airsoft Chrono inspection sheet, 350 to 360, tested and inspected by Adam. And a manual for your TSD XM8. It's really simplistic, just simple things like removing clogged BBs and how to set your battery. Nothing fancy. Now that you have all the paperwork out of the way, this is what you will find inside your box. A pack of 100 SRC BBs. These are very nice and you can use these, and we don't need to throw a bag of TSDs on top of it. 2 470 round high capacity XM8 magazines, a cleaning and dejamming rod, and your TSD XM8. Now that we've talked about that, I'll tell you a little bit about the history behind the XM8. TSD XM8 is based off of the experimental U.S. military assault rifle, the XM8. It was a rifle that was developed in the late 1990s to early 2000s with the German gun manufacturer H&K, with its partnership with the U.S. military. Although there were high hopes that the XM8 would become the Army's new standard infantry rifle, the project was put on hold in April of 2005 and was formally cancelled on October 31st of 2005. The gun shot a 5.56 by 45 NATO cartridge and was fed from a 30-round magazine or from a 100-round drum magazine. It had several variants, including the standard assault rifle variant, the compact carbine variant, the sharpshooter variant with an extended barrel, and a support rifle variant with an extended barrel and a C magazine. There was also a special grenade launcher developed for it called the XM320. The project was cancelled due to insufficient funding from Congress and because it did not measure up with H&K's 416 as well as the FN SCAR in a firing test in the fall of 2005.
Hey Freezer, I saw some guy using LiPo on XM8. Is this gun LiPo ready?
No! Now that you are thoroughly disturbed, and now that you know a little bit about the history of the XM8, let's talk about some of the features. A 6-point retractable stock, flip-up iron sights, an adjustable 3x9 scope, which can be removed, and underneath there are 20mm rails. A working bolt and bolt catch. To work the bolt, simply pull this back. The hop-up is exposed right there, and the bolt catch, just push it back and down, very similar to on the G36. A very nice carrying handle. Also, this gun does not come with a battery or a charger, so you will need to buy your own. But once you do buy your own, the battery goes in the handguard right here. There's a pin that you push out. This assembly comes down, you stick your battery in, connect it, bring it back up, put the pin back in, and you're good to go. This is the setup we recommend you get for use in your TSD XM8. We have here a high-tech smart charger, which you can buy off our website for $35. There's a link in the sidebar. And we also have here an 8.4 volt Intellect 1400 milliamp battery, which you can buy off our website for $30. There are 2 sling mount points on this weapon. There are 2 in the front up here, and there's one on top of the stock right here. Mag release on this gun is also ambidextrous. There is the mag release switch here, and there's also one so where you can just simply push down and the magazine comes out instead of having to do it with this one. On that note about magazines, this gun is completely compatible with G36 magazines, so you won't need to actually go out and buy specific XM8 magazines. And they are, because they are G36 magazines, you can connect them. Another one right here. And they are connected. Also, the scope on this is adjustable. There are 2 holes here and here. Simply take an Allen key and adjust them, and you can adjust the windage and elevation of your scope. This gun is completely left and right hand friendly. The magazine release is completely left and right hand friendly. The selector switch is on both sides of the weapon. The sling mounts are accessible from both sides of the weapon. The scope is obviously. The stock extender is accessible from both sides of the weapon. And the bolt and bolt catch flip both ways for easy access to your hop-up unit. Now for the metal and plastic components of this weapon. The real XM8 was composed almost entirely of composite materials, meaning nylon fiber and polymer, etc., etc. So TSD has done an excellent job of recreating that. That said, that because there is not much metal in this gun does not make it a bad weapon. The scope is metal, the bolt and charging lever are metal, the trigger is metal, the mag release is metal, the firing selector switch is metal, and the outer barrel assembly is metal. But just about everything else on this gun is made of polymer and nylon fiber. So it's very, very high quality composite materials, so it's not like it's just crappy ABS plastic. It's very, very high quality stuff. Now over to Delta-1 for the internal reports.
Thank you, Freezer. Now for the internal reports. This is a version 3, not a version 2. Anyways, it's got a short type motor. It's TSD motors. I can't help but say I love their motors because they can pull back really, really high FPS springs. Now it does have a G36 metal hop-up unit with a 363 millimeter inner barrel, which you can pick up at JBU off our website for only $30 for a track board. And just all steel gears. I love the quality control to TSD. It's just very, very, very good. And you can't fit a 9.6 in the handguard right here where the battery goes. It just doesn't work. I've tried. It does take 8.4s. I mean, if you really want to get more milliampage out of it, you use 7.4 volt LiPo battery. But overall, I really like what TSD has done with their guns. So I've also seen people do rail mounts under here on the handguard so you can have a grenade launcher. But that pretty much is it for it. So thanks, Freezer. Now back to you.
Thank you for the internal reports, Delta-1. Now for the final conclusion. This gun is not LiPo ready. If you need further confirmation, please refer back to earlier in the review. So TSD has done an excellent job of replicating the experimental assault rifle, the XM8. They faithfully recreated its stock, its scope, its general look and feel, as well as the magazines, and just everything about it is almost exactly identical to the real weapon. It's definitely a viable assault rifle. It is a bit big, and the FPS is average, so you shouldn't have a problem getting into most fields with it shooting about 350 or 360. And with its version 3 gearbox, you probably won't have any problems internally because the version 3 is generally a very solid gearbox. So this is definitely a great buy. You can get this for $180 off of aspeciairsoft.com. There is a link in the sidebar. So this has been a Spec Airsoft review of the TSD XM8. Thanks for watching.